lot.
And I know, Jackie, I know you politely asked if you could be in every single one of them, but I had to take you off of one and I had to make certain
That's
ones.
fine.
Everybody's like a backup as well on an episode. I don't know if I
That's
did it
fine.
evenly or fairly, but I tried.
Oh, that's fine. I
But
don't.
you were the
That's
first
fine.
one, like the first one immediately was like, give me on all of them. It's like, all right, I'll do my best.
That's okay. You can switch them out as you like,
Well,
girl.
yeah,
um,
y- y-
we're
yeah,
Kathy and
Jackie.
Melissa are already here, so I just wanted to say hi.
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 Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello.
We almost know what we're doing. We're pretending.
Almost. Yeah, you pretend pretty good.
Just so anybody's aware, we're doing Blood of My Blood here. We're gonna chat about season 1, episode 4, a soldier's story. A soldier's
A
was it
soldier's heart.
Heart.
a
A
soldier's
soldier's
heart?
heart.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. I knew it was a word.
You sure you haven't had any of my drink?
Not yet. I poured one, but I swear I haven't touched
I
it
got
yet.
one here.
I
Good
got my
stuff.
I poured it, but I haven't drank it yet. It's like it's a half and half water because I don't do straight whiskey or otherwise I fall down. So it's
oh.
in fact that's kind of big, but it's a lot of water. I promise.
Sure. We got you.
I'm not slurring my words 3 sips in. It's water. There's a lot of water. Oh,
Well,
and Cynthia's
a
here too.
little tiny bit of water makes
There,
it.
no, it's like water, whiskey.
See, mine's the opposite. Mine's whiskey and a little water.
Yeah.
Gin. Mine's just vodka and a little water.
I gotta get up at 5:30 in the morning, and I want to join in on the fun, but I gotta get up at 5:30 in the morning
5:30 in the morning. What for? Ooh.
because I have a daughter who catches the bus at 7.
Good. God bless you.
30
Bless
years
you.
of this crap. I'm tired, man. Anyway,
Yeah,
God bless you.
I remember
Exactly.
those days. I remember those days, definitely.
Definitely. I do. So we get these women singing. Well, I'm
yeah,
assuming they're singing. I'm assuming they're singing Gallic,
yeah,
Yeah,
hauling milk from
yeah,
wherever to back to the house, right? That's the
Yeah.
beginning sequence, right?
I think
Yeah.
she's literally
Yeah.
a milkmaid, and she sells it, or they're like the milk delivery service.
Right, milk
yeah,
delivery. So yeah,
Yeah.
like those little
yeah.
canisters we used to
They
get
must
on our
go to
steps. So cute.
yeah, a farm
Yeah.
I love
that
that.
has cows.
I know. I
A
missed
fa-
that too.
they go
I
to
love
a
it.
farm that has cows, I guess. That's
I'm
their
sh-
job. Yeah,
That is their job, and they're singing away, going back to the house. Let's just
yeah,
sing this away. And then
yeah.
she walks. Julia drops
She
some of the
spills a
milk,
little milk, just a little
Little.
bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
and like a major deal. I mean, what's the
Yeah.
reporter make that like such a major deal that she spilt milk?
Well, you think about
Yeah.
it, that's probably in their milk for the rest of the day, and if it spoils too soon, they can't use any milk for the rest of the day. And why would it spoil? Because you've angered the fairies, and the spilt milk is a sign that you angered the fairies. That's what I
I'm like,
got from
Julia,
that conversation.
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah.
got from that conversation too. But here's my thing: is where do they put it for it not to spoil?
Yeah.
It's not
That's
like
what
they
I
got a
would.
refrigerator to put it in. I mean, what are
I
they
No,
would
doing with
think.
it anyway?
would they
think
have
That's
a
so
cooling cellar
yeah.
where they kept root and
Yeah.
meats, dried
Yeah.
meats and stuff? That's where they would probably keep it. It wouldn't
It
keep it for
might.
days, but it would keep it for the
No.
Yeah,
day,
my
maybe.
they had these spring houses
Yeah.
dug in the
There you go.
ground, and they put
Yeah.
it in there. They
Okay.
were
Yeah.
called spring houses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
the
they're
cold
cold.
water from the spring will keep
Yeah,
it cool.
yeah,
That's
Keep it
true
exactly.
too. Okay.
cool. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
that
So
was a
she
lot
ate
of milk
the
in there.
fairies because she spilt the milk. Is that because that she had to take the time to actually clean it up and not put it in the cellar? Is that what she's mad about?
Well, no, the waste of any milk, the waste of any resource, they blame on fairies and gnomes and
Mm.
whatever else they got in Scotland, because that's what they
Yeah,
got in Scotland, is the
I
is
think
the
that's hilarious that
mythology.
people actually believe that stuff. I'm sorry, but that
yeah.
was kind of funny to me. And I remember they talk about that in Outlander too. You know, that whole
Oh,
scene when she's
absolutely.
with the baby
Yeah,
and the tree
they
and all that, whatever that was. And
they
I'm
were.
like, do they really believe
Yeah,
this? I
yeah,
guess they did. I don't know.
Well, I mean, think
I
about
was
it.
like,
You widely
okay,
believe what you are told and
okay.
brought up with. That's why we have
yeah,
so many different religions and people who firmly believe that theirs is the only one, while other people go, well, it's a nice story and it helps us behave, and we don't know yet. You know, that's
yeah.
So, but they firmly believe, because there is no other belief in their world. Remember, Jamie was an educated man, so he had
Educated.
an
Other
idea that other things existed.
were out there, correct?
Right.
But his
Out
sister
there.
never
Right.
left, so that's
Yep.
what
Right,
she
never left while
believes.
You're
Yeah,
dealing
so
with a very superstitious culture.
Yeah,
They were all very, very superstitious, you know?
yeah, that's true.
And
Well,
and
there's a lot of
sheltered,
very,
cultures
really.
actually.
oh, I remember that part with Claire with the baby in the tree and everything.
Yeah, that's
That
what I
was
was just talking
very,
about. Yeah,
yeah, that
yeah,
was weird too. That was scary. Kind of scary, you know?
But it's
yep.
Definitely.
Julia's
Because
not first introduction to the fairy mythology, but an idea of
no,
how firmly they believe it there, which I thought
Mhm.
right.
that's good. That's a good thing to kind of show us that she's
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what she figured out that. And do I need to take it to the milking, whatever that was, stone?
Yeah.
I think it was
yeah,
like the
Yeah.
Yeah.
milking stone or whatever they call it.
yeah,
And I guess they put the milk in there, and it's supposed to do something. I'm not sure exactly what, but
Well,
appease the fairies.
okay, please the
Very
fairies
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
you're giving it as an offering to the fairies.
yeah.
to
So,
the
She said she was
fairies.
too late, but
yeah,
she said give it a try. She said you're too late.
and
You give it a
probably
try.
the birds and the squirrels
Yeah,
and everybody else ate
and
dragon.
I got the impression too that she did that because she wanted to be alone. So this is a
oh heck
great way to
yeah!
get out of the house, and
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
out of here. See ya. I'll just go talk to the fairies.
Ever since I got my car, I'm the first to
Peace out.
volunteer to go to the store. I need to go to the store. I've got to go.
Yeah,
Gotta go.
But
and
then
and
she found
her hand,
then,
like
then she
going over
found the
the
green,
leaves.
like poison ivy or whatever it was.
Yeah, that
Right,
was
She
and
was
she
great
kind of
there,
too.
yeah, she
and
finally figured out something about that and did the poison ivy so she could have a
Yeah,
break from Lord Lovett. I have to say about that whole Lord Lovett thing, I'm really glad they didn't show us that
No,
because
me
that would have been
too.
nasty.
That's not a
So
beautiful
glad
moment we need to see. No, no,
we
no.
didn't
oh,
need to see that. I'm glad
I
they didn't
can't
show us that.
I can't stand to look at him. I can't
I'm
even
good. I'm
stand
glad
to
with
look at
that.
him. He is
We got
that's the
we
word
got
for
the
him.
idea.
We
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
We're good.
But
Yeah,
I
we're
was just
good.
wondering, did she go there to with the idea to get the whatever it is, poison oak or did she think about it while she was sitting there praying to the fairies?
she
I think it just came about that she just noticed this
yeah,
stuff. So, oh, this would be a great way not to have this dude touch me.
Yeah,
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 I'm thinking it's a good idea. So I just
yeah.
think it was something that just kind of came to her while
Kind
she
of
was sitting
to
there.
her.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
get
Yeah,
you. I
yeah,
get
yeah,
you. Yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
yeah.
see. I see.
And on her way there, she was like brushing the wheat in the fields, and it was the same as what uh, Jane and
Yeah.
um, little Fanny was doing in
Right.
the
Mm,
last episode.
Well,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
the use of the to give herself the spots on purpose is very reminiscent of Claire in France when she's
yeah,
trying to make it look like they've got smallpox.
like,
smallpox. Yeah,
like
I thought that
Jamie's
was
smallpox.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
True that.
that was fun.
Yeah.
I thought.
It was
Yeah.
good.
There are many comparisons here that
Yeah.
we can compare.
There's
Definitely.
a lot of flashbacks on this episode too. Again,
Yes. Yeah.
between Henry and Julia
yeah.
back in whatever year that they're supposed to be in.
Uh,
I
Yeah.
noticed that.
19, 17, 18, somewhere
Yeah,
around there.
somewhere around
Yeah.
there. Yeah, I think it's somewhere around there. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
her finally showing that she's pregnant and feeling the
Yeah.
baby, and him kind of excited about if is it going to be a boy or a girl. And I just thought that
yeah,
was kind of cute
And
that they
I
did
like
at least
when
that.
I
yeah,
like when she said Peter and he said Pan like that. And I'm thinking, God, I
Kinda.
guess Peter Pan was, Barry, the guy named Barry. I guess that was around that time that he wrote the story. And she goes, no, Peter Beauchamp for our child, she said. And that's a pretty good name. I like Peter.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. I like the sound of that. I did. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Peter's a nice name, but for some reason, Peter Beecham made me think he might be like a storybook character rather than a person in real life, which, you know, it is
Yeah.
a story character. But I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well, they didn't have to worry about it because it was a girl anyway.
True,
right.
true,
They,
true, 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 true.
true that.
But I
so
I
that
think this one is going to be a boy.
think so.
Yeah, because then Lord Lovett is not going to let it go because he's going to think it's his child and it's a boy and so they're not going to be able to go back to Claire because they can't leave him
Well,
there.
there's still the chance that
Right.
Henry and Julia might reunite at some point
That,
because he is
that
still avidly, he's looking
Looking
right
for her.
now.
I,
He's
Right.
looking
I
for her.
hope
Correct.
I hope they get together before she has the baby.
I
I
do
hope they
too.
get out of there
I
before.
really
That's
do.
what
Yeah.
I hope. We
Yeah.
really don't know. We don't have any books to go by or anything, but
Right.
I'm hoping and
Right.
praying that that's what happens. You know,
I'm
They-
really
and
upset we
they're all-
can't cheat.
and they're so connected. You know, with all these people, they've got to meet. I mean, with the Grants and the Castle Leoc and Castle, they've got to get together somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know
Somewhere,
how.
right?
Right.
Yes, exactly. Where
See, I keep thinking it might be at this
The
gathering thing that
festival
they're going
coming
to.
up.
Yeah.
The festival. For some reason, I keep thinking maybe that's where something happens. I mean, we know something's going to happen there because we've
Yeah.
seen it in the beginning that Brian's going to be there, right?
Right.
He's taken Julia there because
Yeah.
they finagled that around that Brian would take her there so he can
Right.
meet Ellen, right?
I
Right.
saw the trailer for episode 5, and she and Brian are dancing at that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they,
Well,
That's where they
still
get
nobody
together.
knows who he is yet. Remember, no, he didn't have to reveal
Yeah.
his last name, so nobody, we don't think, really know who he is. So he might get
Right.
away with that.
but
Right.
I always remember what Jamie said on the wedding night. He said they snuck out of the castle, brought his parents. So they have to make that happen.
Yeah,
You
they
know what I'm
snuck
saying?
him. He snuck her out of the castle. Doesn't necessarily mean he was in the castle for an extended period of time. He could have
But
just
they
gone
snuck
there,
out.
grabbed her, and ran.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then
They could do
Yeah.
the same thing with Julia, going into the castle, getting her, and then coming back out, and then
Very possibly,
Right.
yeah.
yeah.
Right.
And then my friend has this all figured out because she said that she's going to get pregnant, and then they have to let them marry.
Yes.
well,
Because
yeah,
she's-
yeah,
Well, we knew that though. That was part of something that they
Maybe
told
that
us.
happens at the party next week.
uh, that's
I don't
another-
think. I think if that's going to happen, it's going to happen on the last episode of the season.
Yeah,
Do you
I
think so? Okay.
Totally. I totally
Yeah,
believe that's how.
that-
Because then that's going to bring us waiting on see what happens for the next
Mhm.
season.
That's
Yeah,
too
again,
important.
with no books to try to guess where they might end it, we really have
Yeah.
no idea. I mean,
Yeah.
she might be
Yeah.
pregnant with Jamie by the end, and we aren't seeing the wedding until the second season. They
Right.
might just
we don't
be
know.
kidnapped at the end of the first season, and we still have the whole adventure yet of them setting up
That's a good-
household.
Yeah.
So
Right.
well, she would be pregnant with Willie.
with William, yeah, I'm sorry, I said
With
Jamie, but
William.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah, that's
William.
what I
Yeah.
was thinking. I was
Yeah.
just going to ask that. Wasn't Willie the older one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
William.
I was
Yes.
thinking
I'm just
Yeah.
ahead of myself.
that.
I want to see wee Jamie. I think it's gonna be so cute.
Yeah.
Jamie.
I
love
think
it.
we'll
Yeah.
probably see him either in season 2 or maybe season 3.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah,
I think they're going to milk this out as long as they can.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Milk it. They'll
Guess
milk
I'll be
it.
here for a while then.
We're
Milking that out for a while.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
planning on 3 seasons, but I have a feeling it's going to be longer.
Okay.
I think-
More like 4 or 5, you know.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
talked about that in one of the interviews just recently, that they're not necessarily just always going to talk about these 4 characters. Sometimes they're going to shoot it off to what happened to Jocasta and what happened to this. So they're going to try to weave other characters into storylines too that they
Right.
never got to do in Outlander because they
Right.
just didn't have time. So
Yeah.
That'll be fun to see.
We'll
That'll
see.
be nice.
Well, they have to keep people's interest. They have to keep us going. I mean, we
Yeah.
always say we love Outlander better, but if it's a good story, I'll watch it, and I'll
Yeah.
continue to watch,
Well,
and so far it's pretty good. It's
That's
doing
why we're
pretty well.
doing this, because if like the first episode we said, well, this was horribly done, I would have been like, and I hope you enjoy this, but we're going to be doing something else in this spot. We would not be wasting our time.
time on this, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's true. So Lovett comes home, so that's kind of an interesting little homecoming.
Yeah.
Yes,
And of
Yeah.
course, he's in the toilet again. Of course.
And he,
You know,
I was
why do they
just
keep
gonna
showing him in the bathroom? Like, really? Do we need to keep seeing that?
I think it's supposed to
I
give
don't
us
need to
that
keep
extra
seeing
level
that.
of disgust, you know?
he's
Yeah, that,
obnoxious
and I think
as it is.
you know, it's kind of foreshadowing his prostate problems in the future.
I don't need to see it. All I'm glad is that they're not giving us the audio of all of that happening, so I'm good.
No, yeah.
I know. He's obnoxious as it is. We don't need to see him on the toilet. To
Yeah, I
me,
don't need to keep seeing that.
that's
We've
10
seen
times
it once,
worse.
we're good. So I hope they keep moving on from that and not keep showing him
Yeah,
sitting on the toilet.
yeah. I hope they
They can
do.
do
Yes,
they can
yeah.
cut that out now.
Yeah, they made their point. They made their point.
Maybe
Definitely.
maybe whoever's directing it likes that because they did that with the king in France.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah,
I think it's
oh,
funny that the first thing he goes after with his issues between Grant's and Mackenzie's is to go like, all right, so there must be something wrong with Ellen. Like, we're
I
gonna
know, right?
spread rumors and attack Ellen. That seems like a
Yeah.
great plan. And poor Brian.
And
just
Brian's
like,
Yeah.
very concerned about that. He's
Yeah.
very interested in that. What he's going to say about Ellen, you could tell. And
Yep.
so now, so she wants to get something for her rash when they see the rash, and that mean man was going to go, and Brian goes, "I'll go. I'll take."
Right.
it."
I'll go with her.
yeah.
Right.
So that was her first break, I think. That was
Yeah.
a good break for Julia there. It really
And there was a
was.
motive to why he did that. So
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
Yes.
the minute that the guy said, let's go somewhere, I bet you that ding, I can do that. I know exactly
Yeah.
what I want to do. I'll
Yeah.
just ask him, I'll take her.
And that's the beginning of a very important storyline, I think.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
friendship, I think,
Right.
is going to be fantastic to follow. I hope
Yeah.
it continues through the
Interesting.
seasons and not just for this purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
it's like ironic that it's Claire's mom and Jamie's dad. You got to remember that. I keep forgetting that. You know, I think that's really something. The show, the writers are amazing. They really
Because-
are.
For me, in the back of my voice, that because of that, I'm just like, this is so cool. This is so cool. This is so cool. Just like I'm terrible about it. I can't help it. They're friends. They know each other. Oh my gosh, their kids are gonna be. Oh my gosh, I
Well,
geek out just a little bit.
yeah. We never
Little bit.
saw it coming. We never saw it coming. So they go and they're driving, and then he does this proposal to Julia.
Right,
And
right.
She bites, yeah.
Well, and she also
he said
reveals to him
her.
her secret right now too, because she's like,
Right.
I need you to go in and send this message to somebody, and she's like, well, I don't want to put my child in danger. It sounds like for herself, she's like, I'd be willing to do you the favor, but it's my kid I'm concerned with. And after
Right.
he guarantees her safety, it's
Right.
worth it. And I think again, I mean, that's what you do for a friend. We see this friendship growing very quickly
Yeah.
for very
Right.
specific reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll help you. She goes, you got to help me leave, Castle Leathers. Will you do
But
that?
what
Yeah.
trust, that they can trust each other. That's,
Right.
Yeah.
that's
Right.
the important thing. She needs somebody to trust, and he needs somebody to trust.
Yeah.
And
And
that's what it's
she
all based
telling
on.
him, and she telling him now that she's pregnant. When it comes out at the end, to love it that she's pregnant with
Right.
supposedly his child, then Brian would know that it's not his
Well, Mary certainly knows.
brother. Yeah.
Mary, Brian's mother, she knows it's not Lord Lovett. She knew.
Right.
But she's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
outing her, which I like that. I think she
Yeah.
sees
Yeah.
that as a desperate woman taking the only choice she has that she can see.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
maybe we'll see a friendship there too, rather than her feeling
Yeah.
like Julia's in the way, causing trouble.
I just got the impression that she was shocked that she actually said that to him. Like, really? I mean,
Yeah.
that was a look on her face that she's like, and then she automatically masked it and said, "Oh, well, congratulations." Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you bitch. I don't think she likes that idea that chick is I think she's knows, and I'm like, I don't think there's gonna be a friendship there.
Well, I
I
think
don't think there's
I
going to be a
completely
friendship there.
agree with you, but I think it's probably because she is thinking the easier way would to be remove the problem, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she doesn't
yeah,
understand that it's not a problem. This is a
yeah.
child she desperately wants,
Well, I
and
think
Yeah.
so
maybe,
And
yeah,
also, I think that he um, uh, Porter, feeling kind of territorial over Lord Lovitz, and she's
yeah, kind
brain.
of jealous.
that
Yeah,
could be it
Yeah,
too. Though I wouldn't
yeah, a
be
yeah,
little
jealous,
jealousy.
more like concerned she might be pushed to the side, and it might
right,
Right,
make her. It
right,
may
well,
right,
she wouldn't be in as
I,
safe
right,
a position as
I,
she is right now.
right.
right.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct.
Mary thinks that Julie is a ditz. She really has no time for her, but she's there to.
Kind of, yeah,
But when she sees what Julia does, I think she respects her a little bit. To that she, proposed this whole thing.
yeah,
So she
very
might not
possibly.
like it much, but she had to respect her for thinking this out, so she could save her baby. She
Yeah.
wanted to save the baby. So I think so. I'm with you, Katie. Maybe she and Julie will become, at least allies a little bit.
I
No,
don't think so.
We'll have
no,
to see, because really, I mean, it is
yeah,
very unpredictable. Again, we have no blueprint,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we'll have
I
to
don't
exactly.
think
see.
so.
Exactly. I just think she respects her now because she thinks she's a dick, But
Well,
Mhm,
as much as we might hope it, I can see why it wouldn't, just because we still need that extra antagonism.
mhm,
If she has more than one friend, then her friendship with uh,
mhm,
Brian
right,
Brian,
won't mean as much.
yeah,
mhm.
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I just don't. I don't think that's going to be a friendship there. I just don't see that.
yeah.
I don't see that down the pike.
I
No.
don't mean friendship. I kind of mean like an ally or something. Maybe she'll help her in some way.
There may be a
Maybe.
desperate situation in which the woman has a choice between helping the Laird or helping Julia, and she goes with
Yeah,
Julia because of the situation. That
yeah,
might be a
yeah,
possibility.
yeah.
At
I
any
So,
don't know.
rate,
She was.
well,
Yeah.
I'm going to swing back to Ellen, because we did sort of skip over the part where
Lots of
Cullum
stuff. Yes.
announces to her that this is, things are firmly in place, and you will be
hmm
Yep.
going to a party with Mr.
Hmm.
Grant, and everybody
Hmm.
will be happy. And she goes,
Buddy. Yep.
"Oh no, I won't
and,
be happy
and
about
Ellen said,
it."
absolutely not.
I know.
No way. Absolutely not.
Yeah. She goes. You can tell him whatever you want, but
Yeah.
this ain't going to happen. I
yeah,
like the way she says that. You can tell him whatever you want, but the answer is no.
Yeah.
And
I
Yeah.
love
So
her.
Julie's answer is, "Well, I wouldn't have you marry him. I'd have you marry my guy instead, but that's not my job
Exactly.
anymore."
yeah, yeah.
Right. Right.
And they both were equally not acceptable to her, definitely. And
yeah.
No.
she,
Definitely not.
and I must say, she came up with some very good excuses. She was crazy. She was sick. uh, uh,
I'll be a worthless wife. They don't
yeah,
want that.
I'll make myself unmarriable. Well, and that's ultimately what
Yeah,
she does. She
right?
makes herself unmarriable to any gentleman.
yeah, yeah.
Correct.
But
Yeah.
She
Yes.
did.
So,
She did do a good job. And then what about the Henry storyline with
Well, that's
that?
kind of interesting because they go back and Henry is he tells us that he's been actively looking for Julia for the last 3 or 4 months.
right.
Uh,
Nothing's come up,
and that
and
girl
he's
is so mean
very
to her.
sad.
Yeah,
And then one of the brothel ladies says, "Oh, we found the woman. I think we found her." And he goes
Yeah.
yeah,
into this brothel, and of course, it's not her. It's this hooker. He's like, "Yeah, that ain't her." I
Yeah.
know.
No, and it's
Thank
really
you for
sad
trying.
because now the
For
prostitute
trying.
is up front. My
Appreciate
my
your effort.
mistress is worried that we'll lose your business,
Yeah,
and
Right.
you know, I mean, that's not really a concern. He'll keep paying her to keep looking,
yeah,
it,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
but maybe he finds kind of a friend in this woman, at least on the short term, because she is a good listener. She does listen to what he has to say and what's going on,
Right.
And he goes back to her. He does go back to her.
And
You
exactly.
know. Yeah,
she doesn't force like any kind of sex or anything on
Well,
him.
No.
no, it's a day
Just a
off for her. I
conversation.
mean,
Just
Yeah,
a conversation. Can I just lay here? That's all I
yeah.
want to do.
Lay
yeah.
on the bed.
yeah. And she's
I
like,
just
sure.
You can do whatever you want, brother.
Yeah,
I'm getting paid no matter what you do. Pretty much.
Yeah,
Do
exactly,
whatever you want.
exactly, exactly. That's right. But
Yeah.
before and Henry, that Laird Grant. It's so mean to him. I thought he'd have some kind of little respect for him or something. But God,
No.
he's not. He doesn't give him you know, a chance, you know. And then
No,
he
he
has
doesn't care
Mr.
about any of
Bug
that.
down his neck,
Yeah.
like a bug down his neck, you know.
Yeah.
Bob is watching every movie makes, and put him in a really terrible situation with the people, you know. It wasn't fair, but
Oh, I like that part, how he did that with getting the rent. Yeah, that was
Oh
pretty
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I
yeah,
like the flashback too. They're arguing over
Yeah,
what good is a lottery. You
what
know
good is the
what?
lottery if you was it between that and having food on your table? You know what I mean?
And you
Yeah.
can't live
So
on
they're
bread
talking.
alone. You need hope. I mean, that's
Hope.
true.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And that could be a
So
whole
that's where he
nother
got that
discussion.
conversation from.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I like that.
Where he got the idea, I think,
That's where
for
he
the
got the idea.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. I wanted to
yeah,
say something real quick. Everybody's been chatting
Hmm.
over here real quick. I want to say hi to I said hi to Kathy and Melissa and Cynthia. Hi Jan. Hi Betsy. Hi Grammy B in North Carolina. People are coming over and chatting, but Betsy has a thought of how Julia and Henry might find each other. Is that Julia will see one of Henry's letters and recognize his handwriting, or maybe possibly vice versa, and they'll realize that the other one is connected somewhere because they have both been writing these letters. I think she's been tucking hers over.
Uh, yeah, in the ceiling.
Yeah, yeah.
mhm.
But where are his
So I'm just
going?
trying to. Yeah, where would she get a letter? I guess from him,
Well, I
unless
Yeah,
mean,
it.
where
Yeah, I
No,
guess
she
I'm
that
not.
might
that
find it
that
at some
letter at the
point. I don't know.
that letter at the beginning that came from the Grants to Lord Lovett,
Oh, that's
and
a possibility.
he said,
Yes.
yeah, he said he did the Grant. He didn't even write the letter. It was the Bladier, which was Henry,
Yes.
wrote
yeah.
it.
Good
That's
point,
right.
Betsy. All
Yeah,
right.
but
Good
how is
job.
she
Good
going to
job.
get that letter though? I guess I don't understand
She might
how
see
she's
it.
going to get that
She's
letter.
the
Right.
maid.
Yeah,
She's been through
Uh,
his stuff and rifling through
through his
his
stuff.
stuff.
That's
She's gonna
true.
rifle through his
Yeah,
stuff again.
and
That
yeah,
could be.
Brian saved it because Lord Lovett crumpled it up and threw it on the floor, and that
Yep,
Brian
could
saved
be.
it, put it on the table. So
That's probably where she's going to
there you go.
recognize his handwriting. There you go.
Yeah,
She may
mm,
gain a bit
okay.
of freedom too, being pregnant now with Lovett's with what he believes is
Child,
his child, and
child,
it
Hmm.
might
right?
be easier for her to accidentally come across a correspondence. So
Hmm.
Right.
I'm gonna
Hmm.
get good eye, Betsy. All right.
Yeah,
Not a bad idea.
yeah. It's
yeah,
I was going to mention something about that whole rent thing when he was, doing the
Absolutely.
rents and how they're upset. All the people are upset, and that guy hits him, and he kind of goes back into a flashback.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the
Um, I
PTSD.
just found, it's funny. I was just My husband happened to walk by me when I was watching that scene, and he's like, "What's wrong?" I said, "It just made me so. That whole thing made me so sad."
Yeah.
yeah,
And then he has an outburst, and has a meltdown, and Julia's holding him and trying to
well,
console him, starts to sing, and she starts to cry. I was bawling. I'm like, oh my God, that made me so sad, it made
well,
me cry.
what you call that is PTSD. That's what you
Right,
call
correct.
it today.
Yeah, he's
You know,
been doing
they
that
call
this
it,
whole series.
Yeah.
but that's
I have to say that actor, what's his name? Jeremy Irving,
Jeremy
right?
Irvine. Irvin
yeah,
or Irvine. I'm
Irvine.
not sure of the
I think it's
pronunciation.
yeah,
Irvine. He has been just phenomenal on this. I have to say he's done a
Oh
really
yeah.
good job. He's had I mean, out of all four of those, I think he's had the most meaty part of this whole thing because he's had to portray that. So I just thought that was
Yes.
an amazing,
yeah.
that whole thing was amazing right there.
And,
Yeah,
and that's not easy to do. That's not
yeah,
no,
that's good acting.
Yeah.
mm-mm.
That's
He's
true.
amazing
That's
in that acting part right there. Yeah,
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 hmm
I
yeah,
think both he especially has many more layers and we don't see it as much. I don't know why he seems to have like these very bland parts in the story that just sort of move along other people's stories, and yes, he's looking for Julia, but
yeah,
and then we see him break down. So I wish
yeah.
we could get more adventure stuff with him rather than him having a breakdown. But
Down.
it
Yeah,
is giving the actor a great chance to play so
yeah.
many different emotions. He
Lots of
had to
stuff to.
kind of good
yeah,
Yeah,
time, really. I mean, if that's your
yeah.
profession, that has to be a good time.
yeah,
Um,
Absolutely.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I think as far as like this part, these first few episodes, uh, JB Roy, yeah, Brian and Ellen have kind of the easiest parts as far as that right
I
now,
agree. I
and
Yeah.
agree. Yeah,
and at the same time we see Julia going through rough times, watching her husband go through this, trying to be going through pregnancy alone, trying to hide
yep.
secrets. He's
Yeah.
trying to hide secrets as well while looking. I mean, they just have so much more story right now.
Story right now. They do. I agree.
Yeah.
Well,
I hope that flips at the back
they
end.
have the time. They have the time travel, and they have to play in the current and then back. That's really difficult to do. But Brian and Ellen don't have to do that. They
Yeah.
None of
have to
that.
do 2 different spots and act 2 different ways and everything. You know, so they have the difficult part definitely, and I think they're doing a very good job. I
No,
Yeah, I
really,
think there's
really,
two. Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No, everyone's doing a great job. I want to see more challenging bits for the other two actors, is all I'm saying. I hope that they get
Hmm.
some
I think once
more
the
stuff.
brothers find out that maybe Brian and Ellen are together, that's when that stuff is going to start to happen.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That could be it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
back to your rents. The rent's happening, and it goes really well. Mr. Bug is sure fine if we've got to do that. We'll see what happens to
right.
you, but it's not
Yeah, I
us.
know,
It's
right?
on you.
It's on you. He's like, yeah,
Thinking
Laird's
that,
not going to be happy.
yeah,
Yeah,
He knows it.
and I'm
and could,
thinking that
and
Miss
could
Mr.
somebody?
Bug is not married yet. I don't think he's I don't think he's
And
married
could,
to Mrs.
and
Bug
could
yet.
somebody
Yeah, I
tell
don't
me
think so.
why Mr. Bug looks like a bug every time he every time he looks at poor Henry, he just reminds me of a bug. They got a perfect actor for that. I must say. No offense to the guy.
No,
No
I think
offense.
it's the eyes. He gets this look in his eyes when he's looking at
Yeah,
Brian or at Henry, and just goes like, "Not you again. Why are you?"
I know. It's
Like looks at him like he's a bug.
yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like I just
He
want to
can wait,
smash that bug.
and he won't even let him sleep. He can't even sleep. He's bugging him while he's sleeping. You know?
Well, he kept telling him he was screaming and he was having a nightmare and woke him up. And that's why he came over to him and was like, what's wrong with you? He was
Yeah,
having one of his episodes in his dream again
Yeah.
and he
yeah,
interrupted Bug's sleep. And that's why he came over to him and was like, what is going on with you? And he was
Well,
yeah,
yelling Julia's name.
that might be why, part of why
Yeah,
anyway. Mr. Bug
yeah,
tells Grant that something's not quite right
yeah.
with this guy.
Something's
So
not
yeah.
quite right with that dude. Yeah, because
He doesn't like him
he's
either.
watching the
He didn't like the
nightmares.
other one, Blady the Air, and he doesn't like Henry either. Yeah, I don't think he likes anybody really.
True.
Yeah.
what you know what now knowing what we know from Outlander and watching him now, I wonder if he's just really insulted that nobody ever asked him to hold one of these high positions. He's just a muscle, scrawny little dude to be muscle, but he's just the muscle. And I
Yeah.
wonder if like all this time he's just been really insulted that nobody thought more of him.
Yeah. Maybe.
Um. Yeah. Well, wasn't there a part of him later with the gold and stuff?
Oh yeah,
Too?
that's what I'm saying. He's the dude who
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack.
had the
Yeah,
hidden
Jack could
gold
buy
in the
gold
house, and
in the house.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
something happens through all that,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he's still in there. He's still hanging in there. You know.
and that has to do with Jocasta and all her husbands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they had their own gold. Oh no,
Yeah.
he had taken their gold. Yeah.
he taken their
Yeah, he'd
gold, and he
taken
knew
their
all about
gold.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
forgot about that part of the story.
It was like
yeah,
in a stagecoach or something, if I
yeah.
remember
That
Well,
was
that's
all
how they
about her
snuck it
story.
out of Scotland. We keep going back to Outlander. It's my fault. I'm so
Outlander.
sorry. I keep doing this.
I know, right?
It does say
Oh, well.
Outlander, Blood of My Blood chat and review, so it's not like I lied.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they are connected, you know.
They really are. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do have to go back sometimes. There's no problem there. Yeah, definitely.
and they do give us Easter eggs through
Yes.
because of Outlander, so they're
Mhm.
purposely doing that.
They
So
are.
we do kind of go back and weave us through all that stuff too. So yeah,
We
Yeah.
got Brian in his bonnet already as the series goes, so we see where he's getting some of his nickname. And I was noticing that while I'm rewatching it too, because Jackie started me doing that. And we watching he and Julia looking at Castle Leoch before she's gonna enter, and we
goes
do get
into
this really fantastic scene between her and Mrs. Fitz with
Fitz.
Yeah.
Aunt Glenna. And she's like, oh, and Marta tells me all about his sweet Aunt Glenna. And, oh, well, dear, why don't you come up and find an alcove and rest up a bit? It's
Yeah.
a very nice, although she's trying to milk her for information. Oh, yeah, when's the wedding? What's going on?
That's the
Yeah.
wedding. Exactly. Yeah. Right.
Pumping her. She was pumping her for sure.
A
Yeah.
little bit of sneakiness, and she figures out where Ellen is.
Yep.
But I did love that little interaction
Well,
between those
followed
two.
her. Yeah,
Yeah.
Julia followed Mrs. Fitz to the room and stood in a corner and waited. That
Yep.
that worked
Yep.
out beautifully for her, I must say. It worked
Yeah, I
great.
like how she knocks on the door, and of course she goes, "I don't want any more food." When she keeps knocking on the door, and she finally
Not,
opens the door, and it's
Yep.
like, "Who are you?" You know,
Right.
yeah.
and she kind of, "Well, I'm here to give you a message." She's like, "Whatever," you know, like she doesn't know. Of course, she doesn't know who she is yet. And I
But
like how she figures out who she is. She goes, "I'm the bridge," so
yes,
she knows
that's
that's for
the
Ah,
Brian.
bridge.
Love
Yes,
that. I'm like,
yeah.
okay,
I
now,
love
get in
that
here.
too. Yeah,
Tell me what's going on. It
yeah.
we knew that bridge
The,
was
the
important for a
bridge.
reason.
was
Yeah,
important for a reason.
yes. Bridge is very important in this show.
Very
Very,
important. I
very much.
love it.
I
I
do
love that. I
too.
thought that was
She
pretty good, clever.
wrapped
On the
her in. When
bridge,
she said on the bridge, she pulled her right in.
pulls her in.
Yep. And they have this really sweet meeting outside because Ellen, of course, does go to meet him after having a
Of
fun
course.
run-in with her brother again. Because no,
Yep.
Hmm.
before there's a like he's
That
everywhere.
was before.
Dougal is everywhere. Can I
I
just
know,
say
right?
that? He's like,
Well,
Hmm.
just like he was in Outlander, he was everywhere too.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. What can we
Mhm.
say?
Doing
But
his
they
thing.
they have this nice meeting, and she thinks it's sweet that he came all the way out there just to ask her if she
Really
was
wants
getting
to
married.
marry
Yeah,
to
Yeah,
Mr. Grant. Yeah.
if
yeah,
it's her choice, if it,
Right.
no.
It's like, no. What does your eyes tell? What did my eyes tell you? She says.
yeah.
He says, no.
No,
There you go. I
I,
like
I,
that. It's cute.
Yeah, that was nice. That was
It was cute.
very,
I like that.
Yeah.
yeah. And then Julia says, "I'm sorry you couldn't spend more time together." You know, because I think Julia was enjoying this whole little trip. I
Yeah.
really do. Yeah, she was sitting there watching it, and I think she was enjoying it. You know,
I think she'll
definitely.
be integral
I
to
was
future
anyway. So
trysts.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 I'm tristed. Yep.
Mhm.
Interesting trysts. Yes.
Yeah.
And again, we get that, but we also, I want to say too, we got this great meeting between Ellen and Julia as well when she's telling her to go out and meet her. And again, in the
Mhm.
back of my head, I'm like, and they meet. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm all grown up and very mature.
Sure.
Yeah,
We see that.
Yeah.
yeah.
We see
Believe
that
it or not, I
pretty
embarrass easily. It's just that it's much easier when it's a camera. I fully admit that.
Mhm.
But no, I thought, yeah, every time we do see these folks talking,
Mhm.
you're irritated people who need to talk to each other keep missing each other, namely Henry and Julia. But at the same time, it's so cool to see everybody, like, they've all met in one way or another, and that's
Right.
pretty freaking fantastic in my eyes. I love how they've done this very naturally too,
Yeah.
for the
Right.
storytelling. It wasn't forced.
It all fits in. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember them saying in the beginning before it started that you could actually watch Blood of My Blood and not see Outlander.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
It's
You
a
don't know
standalone show.
but you can watch it. It could stand on its own, you know.
I
But
do
we
Yeah.
believe.
who know Outlander are so lucky that we can connect everything, which is a lot of fun, you know.
That
It
just
really,
makes us big nerds, and I'm cool with that.
yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Definitely, definitely.
Well, now,
So,
what do we get after? Oh, I would do too want to say something about this secret passageway.
Mhm.
oh
They keep
yeah,
showing the secret passageway, and I'm gonna
Yep.
keep talking about Outlander again. Sorry, but it's so funny because you're like, oh, JB knew about this probably from his dad, not from his mom, because how do you think she gets snuck out the castle?
yeah. I
Exactly.
like
Because he's the one that's
Julie
telling the story all the time to Jamie, right? The dad. So,
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
yeah,
and
that's part of the
Julia
story that he tells him.
Julie was afraid to go through, and she said, "Well, you can stay here with the turnips."
Right.
I like that. She says, "Well, if you want, you can stay here with the turnips," you know.
I think she chose wisely.
Yeah.
Wisely, yes,
Yeah.
She didn't want
totally.
any of the action, that's for sure.
Where do we go from there? Well, then she runs into Dougal again. Ellen does after the meeting with young Brian, and yet
Yep.
another discussion. uh, about his sins.
Oh yeah. Which sin was this one?
And he said, I like
Yeah.
all my sins. He says, I like my sins. He says,
Yeah, I
I'm
want
not
to keep them.
for them. Yeah. Yeah, he's so mean to her. He says, I'm going to beat you. Isn't that what he said? He says,
Yeah,
I'll beat
Yeah,
you or something.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Why is he being so mean? Gosh, I can't believe how mean he is to her.
he's a
Terrible.
power monger and doesn't know how to use it wisely, and that's his
Right.
He's a
biggest
bully.
problem.
That's what he is. He's a big bully, if you
Well,
ask me.
there's yeah,
That's
that
what he is,
yes.
for
I
sure.
was trying to be
Yeah.
polite about it, Diane.
Nope, he's a bully. He is.
Yeah.
And doesn't change as he gets older. Still
No.
that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah. Well, and there was an interview with all of the actors or the four actors from Blood of My Blood, and a fan was asking um, if Jamie got it wrong when they were telling him, or he found out about their um, their gets-togethers and stuff, because he had told Claire that his dad beat his mom, and
Right.
it went on back and back,
Right.
and they were saying, like, well, Brian would never beat Ellen. So then they were saying, well, it must have been, he must have came upon them in foreplay and took it as beating.
Well, you
Well, we
never
did get
know.
to hear him
Yeah.
discuss and describe what was going on between his sister and Ian.
Yeah.
So maybe
That was funny. That was
Yeah.
funny. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Never know.
You
Yeah.
know what? You just really never do.
Yeah, especially with the Fraser boys, you just never know.
And I mean, I have
Risky little
zero
things.
judgment in folks. You do what you do. It's all good with me. It's all good with you. As long as nobody's getting hurt without permission, I'm good.
We're good. Exactly. You do you, boo. That's what I'm saying.
But there are some things I don't want to know about my sister, and I'm sorry that he has to know that about his.
This is. No, he's like, I don't need to know that.
Yeah.
Right.
Am I? Too much information.
I know, right? That's
Yep.
hilarious.
Oh my goodness gracious! So we get the tenants paid. We show Mr. Grant that we've collected more than is
More.
actually necessary. And for a minute, I thought he was going to get away with it. I really did. I
Dude's
really did.
mad.
But then he
Yeah.
found out that he had to give one tenant a year
One
free
tenant.
rent, and he's
Yes.
all, "How dare you do
Mad.
such?" What a terrible businessman! Can I just say he's a terrible businessman?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there isn't a lot of truth to the customers, always right, because the customers a lot of times are not.
Are not right.
But
But-
Yeah.
but you want them to feel that they can trust you, that you have some integrity, that you are
Yeah.
a worthwhile person to give money to for whatever reason.
Right.
And he's just not. He's just
Yeah.
not.
He's just mean. He's just plain mean. And might I add that he's dead too.
Yeah,
The
the
guy who's
actor
playing-
passed away recently.
Yeah, the
yes,
actor
that's-
passed away. Yeah.
He actually
Yeah.
passed away last year, and I think that
Last year.
we're just remembering
were-
it because he was. Now we get to see him in action in Blood of My
And at the
Blood. He was an
end of that
Outlander as well, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was an Outlander too.
The episode they said in memory of
Yeah,
they said his name.
Yeah.
I can't
yeah.
remember his name. Yeah, he was just mean, just plain mean. And then Henry says, "Well, you could take it out of my pay.
Yep.
You know, if we're going to do that." And he gave all this man so much more money, and he still was greedy. It's greed, greedy. That's what it was.
Well,
It was
I think at the end he's still the man he is. Henry wants to make sure that the people are okay, even if the person who
Right.
ought to care doesn't.
Doesn't.
Mhm.
Right.
He fought
then-
for people to be okay, and in whatever capacity he can, where his
Right.
whatever his position is now, he's going to fight for the people he can to be okay.
Right.
And then what does Mr. Bug say? Should I kill him?
She
Yeah,
says,
right.
"No, not yet, though." Grant says,
Not
not
yet.
yet.
We'll see what happens.
Oh, that does not bode well for our hero. I gotta tell you.
No, he says we'll just wait and see what happens. I'm like, oh
He
no,
just he wanted to put his head on a stake too, I guess. Mr.
I
Bud
think
Light.
so.
It's a hobby of his or something. I don't know.
Hobby of his.
Cynthia says, obviously, Mr. Grant was not a man of vision, and Betsy's like, yep, she's right.
Exactly.
Everybody
Not a man
agrees.
of vision at all.
Oh,
That's
it's terrible.
true.
Oh,
Mhm.
I'm not looking. Hey, Katie, you're not looking at us tonight. I'm not. Hello. How are you doing, guys? How are you doing? I'm sorry. I'm looking at the screen and looking at the ladies that I'm speaking to, so I apologize. Plus, my camera is a little off kilter today, so I'm Anywho, that was Jan. I just want to be polite. Hi, guys.
Hi, Jan.
Hi, Jan.
Hi, Dan.
But yeah, that's again when we get, as Jackie pointed out, another one of Henry's problems where he's crying, upset. Julia's comforting him as best as she can.
And that's where they came up with Claire's name. Was
Yeah.
after what he does.
One of those episodes, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's really sweet too. We get to see that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Claire means, what
Especially
does it say?
amongst all of his
Shine or
The
light
light
and
bringer.
shine?
Yeah, the
or
light
something.
bringer or something like that.
Light shines or something, and Claire means in French, I think he
Yep.
said. Yeah.
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 Yeah. That was sweet. Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And the saint I forget the saint's name. The pendant that she
Saint Anthony. It was
Yes.
Saint Anthony.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's-
Saint Anthony for me was always a saint you would ask if you lost something. Saint
Yeah.
Anthony was fine. That was what
Coincidentally, he has lost something, so that works out nicely.
Yeah.
Is that the patron saint of lost things?
Yeah.
Probably,
yes.
apparently.
That's
He
what
would-
Jamie said. He was the patron saint of lost things in that episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You
of lost
can't
things.
find anything, you would ask.
Remember,
Saint
he's got the
Anthony,
little
would
plaque of
help
the dude. Yeah.
find it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was raised with. Because I thought it that the saint was Saint Anthony, but they are lost, I guess you could say, and that we hope that they find each other. So that's kind of acceptable. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what was the story? Who said the thing? I think it was Julia, that the baby laughter 1,000 years, and
She'd heard
Right.
somewhere that a baby's
Yeah, what was
laughter creates a fairy, and with Claire's laughter, a whole kingdom of fairies would have been created.
Created.
Yeah.
She just
And
was in love
something
with her
about
daughter, very much so.
in 100
Right.
years, something about 100 years.
It was 1,000, like
It was 100 years.
the laugh breaks into 1,000 pieces, and that creates all the fairies.
Fairies.
All the fairies, right?
But
Right.
Ellen was telling Julia about where at the festival where it is, that there's a
Right.
hill for fairies,
Right.
and Julia's
Right.
asking, does it have a bunch of standing stones?
Bunch
Because
of
Ellen
stones on it.
She says the
Right.
story just very matter of factly that
Correct.
people wake up 100 years later and find everything is gone, and Julia goes, no, wait a minute, hold on, that sounds familiar.
Exactly. Right. Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which is
100
funny because
years of
last week
stone.
we were going, I wonder how she'll figure out. Will she figure out? She's basically just been informed. She has no
Right.
information other than the location, but she's been informed
Right.
that this is possible or it has been heard of before.
Yeah.
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 You could see her thinking when she
Yeah.
said
Yes.
it dawned on her, because she said, "Are there stones up on that hill?" I think
Exactly.
Yes.
that's what she said. Yeah.
Correct.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what she does with this information, I don't know when we might see it, but it will be interesting to
Right.
see. Again, they said that the thing is 2 weeks ago, but that doesn't necessarily mean we have to wait 2 weeks. It could be next week is the episode that they're at the festival. So,
Right.
when you said you saw
I
the
think it is.
the
the
trailer has
clip
them dancing. So yes,
for
that's
that
kind of obvious.
trailer has
So
them
I
dancing at
think
the
it does
festival.
show the Mayday thing next.
Yeah, but I
same
think that this next episode is going to be concentrating on Brian and Ellen at the festival
That's the festival.
Grant, and then the following episode is going to concentrate more on Julia and Henry, and maybe they'll either they'll meet or they'll like pass each other without meeting, and it's like
Even if she just finds a letter, as Betsy suggested, I'll be happy because it's going to at least start leading her in the right direction once she can leave the castle.
Right.
They might even see each other, but they won't be able to say anything yet.
Right.
I think that might happen too.
Because Henry's going to be there because it's the Grants. And,
and she's with
Julia's going to be there with Brian.
Yes. So it should be that might happen, and they can't say anything yet, but they'll be very happy, I'm sure,
Yeah. Oh,
at least
not you.
At least they know where, each other is.
Yeah, they're in the same time period. Yeah,
Yeah, because she still thinks that he's back in their own time. She doesn't know that he's there.
That's right.
No, because she left before him, and I think he figures out that that he's looking for her and assuming that they came to the same time period. He's right. But he's assuming a lot right there. And she is, as far as she knows, completely alone.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, when she went through the stone, she had a ring, and the stone was missing.
Right. Yes. When she puts it in her pocket.
Yeah. And then, how did Henry? Did they give you any explanation?
I believe we think that it's from the pocket watch given to him through military service. They had
stones
gemstones, as part, just always as part of them. So he happened to have what he needed. She happened to have. Although somebody did ask why, when she came through the stones, did she remove the ring and put it in her pocket rather than wear it? I saw that question somewhere in my perusing. I don't know of a really good answer other than it had some value and she wanted to keep it for herself to make sure.
Right. She didn't want to lose it.
Yeah.
Or have someone take it from her.
Yeah. I see. Okay.
That's really the only reason I could think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it ended on. Did we miss any parts of it?
Nope, I think we did pretty
good.
good.
Just at the ending, where she talks to Mr. Lovett, to Lord Lovett, and
tells him that she's pregnant.
Exactly, and he's
That's
excited.
How they ended it.
I mean, he's excited about it, and he's even, I hope it's a son this time. And as you said, the housekeeper, congratulations, kind of confused, but congratulations, and
congratulations, my laird.
Yeah, and that is, I believe, just about where we leave it.
Was Brian there when that happened? In that scene?
No, but he already knows she's expecting. So,
but he doesn't know his father's child, does he?
Well, it's not. But yes, he doesn't. No. Is not aware of the lie at the moment.
Not yet. No, not yet. Not in this episode. He doesn't know that in this episode.
In fact, she does say that with her husband being missing, she wasn't sure what to say or what to do. I'm sure that he assumes, rightly so, that it's her husband's.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Correct. Yes.
So this should be a big surprise for everybody.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So what did we think about this episode on its own? What did we think, guys?
Oh, I think it was great. I give it 5 whatevers.
5 whatevers. All right.
I would give it like a 4, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was really good, but and there were parts of it that stood out more than others, and I really liked how everybody, it was more character development, and they were able to, kind of get everybody in place for future episodes, But
I just think there was some great acting in it too.
Yeah.
Very, very good acting.
Yeah.
That's really appreciated. Definitely. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think you just wanted more action, more stuff happening, not just.
I think that's kind of my thing too. It was a little slow for me.
Okay.
There were certain parts that I thought were good, like the action scene with Henry and having his breakdown. I thought that was probably for me was the best part of that whole episode.
Yeah.
But it was a little slow for me.
Okay.
So I'm kind of with Vicky. I'd give it a 4.
All right.
Mhm.
4 kilts for me.
I'll do a 4 or 5 simply because there was some exceptional acting in here. I liked the flashbacks and how it was edited together. Um,
Yeah.
I would like to see more story development. We get an idea who the characters are by now. Let's see what
Yeah.
happens next.
Yeah.
It
Mhm.
is a little slow. I
A
completely
little
agree
slow.
with that. But
Yeah.
the story so far absolutely worth watching. Diane, you're
Oh
right.
yeah.
It stands on its own. There's
Mhm.
no reason not to enjoy this, even if it's
Mhm.
not Outlander, because it is a good story. It's well written and put together.
So far,
Yeah.
Right.
so
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
very,
I agree.
very, very good.
All
Definitely.
right.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question really fast? You know all those people that went to see Sam, like 300 people or something. They
Well,
did
it's multiple places. One place had room for 300, one had
do
room
you
for
have to pay
150.
to see him? Or
I
Oh
believe it
yeah.
was ticketed venues, yes.
Yeah. All those were ticketed venues. Correct.
and you pay for that? And
Yes.
Yes.
then you had to pay
Yes.
for his book to see his book?
Yes.
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 Wow, what a
I'm
racket
thinking
that
so.
is.
I
That
paid
is quite a
$200 to
racket.
have this much whiskey in his presence. So, I mean, I have no room to judge.
Yeah.
This is
So
true.
people paid for that. Well, I guess his mother didn't pay. She probably didn't have to pay.
No, she
Well, no.
charged him double. No, he charged her double. I don't know. Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
I
to
was
let
just
you go
curious.
before we get cut off, guys. I just want to make sure I get a chance to say thank you again for joining me. I'm gonna put the list up here at the end so everybody knows who's doing what where. But let me see if I can fake it here for a second. Next week I've got Jackie, Cynthia, and Melissa with a backup of Kathy in case anyone can't
Nice.
come. Does that
Okay.
work? I hope so.
Works for me.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I will see you folks later then, and so I don't cut
Nice
you
to
off.
see
Say bye.
everybody.
Love you all.
Bye.
Thank
Love
you
you
so
guys.
much.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice being with you. Bye.
All right, because I did not want to cut people off. I did want to share that. Oh, you guys don't need to see that my VPN is running. Well, I always use a VPN. It's secure and it's good for you. Please use your VPN safely and securely. Where did I put that? Okay, so next week we got Jackie, Cynthia, Melissa, backup of Kathy, just in case anybody can't show up because things do happen. For the sixth one, we got Cynthia, Vicky, and Kathy with a backup of Jackie because, again, things happen. Jackie, Diane, Melissa on number 7 with Kathy in the sidelines waiting to hopefully, well, not hopefully because I don't want anybody to get sick, but just to make sure we got a nice full, everybody gets a chance. Jackie, Kathy, Melissa on the 8th episode. Cynthia backing us up just in case. And Jackie, Cynthia, Diane, week 9, or episode 9, I should say, with Melissa. And 10 is Jackie, Cynthia, and Melissa with a backup of Kathy. All right. I hope that no one is totally disappointed that you didn't all get to go on every episode. You know it gets really crowded when we all try to talk at the same time. So I do have to try to pick only 3, and I tried to be fair. If you feel like something's unfair, please just let me know. I'll do what I can to adjust it. But that is as it stands right now. Thank you so much to everybody for joining me, guys. Night, night. Sleep tight. Have a great day. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a big old thumbs down and make sure you let me know why in the comments. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thanks so much. And if you are not a subscriber yet, but you keep coming back, then you should probably subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know when the next videos do come out. We do this every Monday after a new episode of Blood on My Blood. So if you aren't aware of the schedule, now you are. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Blood on My Blood. Next episode will be the 5th, and we expect them to be going to a party, basically. Thank you so much to my members. Thanks for your continued support. Thank you to everybody who's been assisting me with my car. I did put an update on the GoFundMe today. I think that's everything, guys. I think that's it. If you didn't get Outlander information, and there was a brand new Sam video today, if you missed it, go check it out. Also, kind of some adventure videos we're trying out too. Check those as well. But no matter what you do check out, please know that whatever you find on this channel, whatever video it happens to be, I